JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
Alright, so it is Roxy's turn. And, so we're doing the Roxy Can't Read episode from the original series. Although it's the same premise, just done completely differently. So, Blaze reorganized everything in the kitchen. But, she labeled everything, but that doesn't help Roxy none, because she can't read the labels, and she can't find her bagels. So, she storms out, tells the camera crew, don't follow me, and it's like, y'all signed contracts. It's pretty much everyone throughout these whole things. It's like, stop filming me! Stop! It's like, guys, do you not understand the concept of the reality television thing? But anyway, so she goes to the gym, and by gym she means a boxing gym, which is actually something that was set up in the first issue, I think, because she's yelling at Pizzazz about being able to hang up a heavy bag in the garage. So you were planning that one ahead of time, comic. Good on you. Well done. So she's muttering to herself. Most of it's a bit of self-loathing because she feels stupid because seemingly everyone can read but her. So a adorable little girl comes up to her and says, I'm a fan, I want your autograph. And Roxy says, okay, what's your name? And she says, it's Navae. It's heaven backward. Neat, huh? Cool. And Roxy's like, well, poopsicle sticks. I can't spell heaven forward, so this is awkward. And then she notices that the camera crew followed her, so she runs into the bathroom or locker room or somewhere. And Jetta is there, and she tells the camera crew, you wait out here or I will punch you right in the face. So we do flashbacks, and we learn that Roxy was a rambunctious little kid who was made fun of all the time in school for, the kids would call her stupid because she couldn't read, and so she'd punch him in the nose and get in trouble. And her dad was a mechanic, and she'd help him fix cars, and he bought her a drum set, and then she finally admits to him that she says, I can't read, I've been really embarrassed about it, I've been trying to hide it, they just went really fast, and I fell behind, and I could never catch up. And he's like, well, crap, I certainly dropped the ball there as a parent, so we're going to get you a tutor, and it's going to be all okay. And then he dies, so no, it's not going to be all okay. And so she's in school, and Laura, who's just a jerk, Laura, who 3 years ago picked on Roxy, and doing so made Roxy punch her in the face, decides to pick on Roxy again, and I get the sense that she just keeps picking on her, and every time she does that, Roxy punches her in the face. And she's got this look at her, she's like, ow! It's like, yeah, you call Roxy stupid, you're the one who keeps picking a fight with someone who punches you in the face. Don't do that, Laura! Who's the dumb one now, Laura? So, whoops. I can't talk about it anymore because I lost my place. So she goes to a diner, or rather, she doesn't want to live with a aunt that she doesn't know, and it's her only remaining family is her father's sister, who she's never met. They had a falling out at some point, and she doesn't seem particularly interested in taking care of her, so she grabs her drumsticks because she can't carry, because drum kits are, big and bulky and not very travel friendly, so she just takes her drumsticks and leaves. Ends up working at a coffee spot, coffee shop, coffee joint, coffee house, place that serves coffee and pancakes. And, she's twirling her pencil and drumming on the counter, and the guy she's serving is like, hey, you're a drummer? I'm auditioning for drummers. Here's some info. Come audition. She's like, great, awesome. Shoot, I can't read the audition details. So we flash back to the modern day, and she's feeling sorry for herself, and Jetta pops up and does the autograph for her, but Roxy can sign her own name. And she tells her, she says, you're not stupid, you just can't read. It doesn't mean you're stupid. I can't imagine the hoops you have to jump through, how many things we all take for granted that you just can't, not to mention how gifted a musician you are. You learn the lyrics the literal first time you hear them. I've seen you do it, you're flawless. That's a good point. I learn lyrics by reading them. I'll be honest, I don't memorize the notes or the lyrics the first time I see a score or hear a song. It takes me several passes. Hell, it might take me a couple days to fully learn a song, but Roxy has trained herself to pick up the lyrics the first time she hears them, so that she can just pretend that she's reading them off the score. What I find kind of interesting is I've literally never met anybody who was embarrassed by the fact that they couldn't read sheet music or music notation. Right? Not many people. I guess it's a matter of most people. The majority of people can't read musical notation for any instrument, but most people, well, I mean, at least where I live, can read. So that's general lack of literacy would be more embarrassing than lack of literacy in specific. It's like, I can't read cuneiform. Do I feel embarrassed over that? No. Well, because not many people can. Why would I need to? Do I have any need for that? A lot of people would say, I'm not a musician. Why would I need to do that? But then again, I know most of the people I have ever worked with in music do not read sheet music. I mean, they see the words on the score, and they know that, okay, here's a note, and the next note is higher up on the staff, so it's higher up in pitch. They get that, but they can tell you what note value it was, or approximately where in the scale that was, or if, that's a second or a third or fourth or fifth or an octave or whatever. But, I've never met a musician who was embarrassed. They're like, I can't sight read. Most can't, and I think that's why it's not embarrassing. Anyway, so Roxy goes out and gives the kid the autograph, and Sheila Burns, the Jetta, is talking to the crew and says, you leave her alone. It's like, that's what we're here for. You sign contracts. And she's like, okay, you want a story? I'll give you a story. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of story she gets into, because in the show she was known for just making stuff up. So who knows if if the final issue in the Misfits arc is going to be a completely unreliable narrator or not. Now, the very last page here is a flyer for a music show that's headlined by the Misfits and just has dozens of other acts. Many of these names are actually really funny. The one that caught my attention was Domo Arigato Roboto, because is it Victoria? Let me make sure I have the name right. Yeah, Victoria Roboto has been our colorist for, I think, all the issues. So that caught my eye. I thought that was pretty funny. There's some good ones on here. So, all right, I'm stifling a sneeze, so let's cut the video before I expel copious amounts of mucus all over the microphone. You're welcome.